Welcome back to No Man's Sky. I haven't played this in more than 2 months. I don't remember exactly the last time I played this. But I think it's a nice change of pace from Fallout 76. I put my save point here. Why? Oh yeah, I think I know why. Let me see. Damn, I have almost 1 billion credits. I did sell a lot of
Revolutionary 476 is now live. Streaming No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. Follow on Twitch to join me on PS4 Pro.
trivial, high supply, high tech. Oh, I came here for an exploration ship, that's right. Wandering Frost. Ah, so they achieved community tier 3, that's good. I haven't been here in months, so like 3 months or so I played this game. So I don't know. Yeah, it has been 3 months. So I don't know exactly what kind of community events I've been missing. I don't even know how to play it though, okay. I came here specifically to try to get a good exploration ship with nice class max slots. Don't care if it's exotic. No, I'd take an exotic. I think the exotic's max slots are 20. I have the units to spend, but I don't have the ships. It isn't like most space games where you could just go to a space station and buy ships. Which is a shame. Put my ship there. And I put my save point there specifically. So that's a interesting looking shuttle. I don't like how No Man's Sky has running on R3 instead of L3, and I can't change it. Maybe they changed it, maybe they updated, so actually there hasn't been any real updates either. The funny part is that I should have done this early on. Look at that. I already have like a really nice multi-tool.
Hi.
This world is Corvax. Hello there. Hey there, Star Crasher. I'm kind of like waiting for a ship, an S-class max slot exploration ship, but I'm not gonna be here for too long because I also want to do other stuff. That's a geck. I just gotta make sure, like, I don't remember if I went to the space station in this system because I want to do that to tag the teleportation so I can.
I've never seen No Man's Sky. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. This is where I'm in the middle of some kind of snowstorm. The worlds I like are the Earth, like the garden worlds and the cold worlds. The cold worlds actually look like Earth as well, except like in the Arctic. I don't even know if there's any community events. I have to go to space to see. I haven't played this game in more than 2 months. Last time there was a community event that was like a month long. I think a month and a half long actually. I wanted to play this yesterday. I should have played it yesterday in the evening or night, but I decided to go to sleep and woke up really early.
Is it multi?
Yes, there's multiplayer to this. You can have a crew of 4 people be on the same team and just do missions and do stuff. And then there's like there can be 16 in total within a star system, but the other players you see them as orbs, floating orbs, except for your crew. So you can have a squad of 4 and you can see their avatars. I can look like this robot. Well, this. I can't really call them robots. I don't know what exactly to call them. They're like an android. I don't know. They're sentient beings in a machine robotic body.
Hey, want to hear a joke?
Sure. Well, I don't think I'm gonna stay here for long because I like the fact that I can explore in this game. Which actually is the main point of the game. I have to look at my inventory to see how much crap I have.
In Blind and I went to the museum. There was a sign and I read it and it said, "Do not touch."
Huh, that's funny. How can you read it if without touching it? Portable reactors. Yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Made a lot of units. I have almost 1 billion. And you use those to buy ships, but damned if I can't find a good ship that I want. Oh, look at that one. No. Exploring shuttle. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was looking at in my inventory here. Let me see, controls. I can't switch this.
Maybe you can call them robodroids.
Yes, they're like droids. I guess this is best to hunt for a ship offline. Otherwise, I'm just standing here for hours. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, because I could bring... That's not the ship I want anyway. Let's see, what is the... I actually haven't played this in a while, so I forget what the options are.
I have a YouTube channel.
Cool. So do I. That's mostly to store some of these streams. Although I used to stream there as well. Let's see. Okay, here it is. No, no. I can't do this on the space station anyway. I have to land. Okay, this one has... Ah, almost. If I remember correctly, the max slot for an exploration ship is 38 slots. We'd have to look it up again. They might have changed it. Or I might be wrong. Not that ship, no. I think this is it. Not that one, not that one. Yes, this one. This ship I use most because it uses less fuel. But what I want is an exploration ship like that.
You're not allowed to stream on Twitch if you have a YouTube channel, for all I know.
Sure you can. YouTube doesn't have a restriction like that. You can multi-stream actually. Oh, no fuel? Oh, excuse me. I use uranium to fuel this, I think. I'm actually running out of uranium. That can't be right. Where's my other ship? Oh, this one has nitrogen, not uranium. Oh, there's uranium. Do I want to take it from this ship? I don't know.
Sup, new ship shopping.
I was gonna ship shop, but that's gonna take too long. It has to, best to do this offline, otherwise I'm just walking around like this for hours. I forgot that the last time I played this, I went offline and then I was ship shopping for like an hour. Then I took a break. Never played it again. This is the type of star system you want to ship shop.
In 1 hour.
Oh, it's cool. I'm gonna actually explore and do stuff. See, this is prosperous and high supply. I wanted a exploration ship, so I'm in a Corvette system. But now, I know I had a ship with a lot of uranium, and this is it.
Do you have a phone by you?
Yes. That's how I'm able to tell who's talking to me. So I know that's you, Star Crasher, and yeah. I mean, I could put the comments on the side if people want, but for now, I just leave it like this, unless it's requested. Okay, okay. I'll put the rest of uranium here. Antimatter. This probably should go somewhere else. I don't know why I'm carrying antimatter, to be honest. You know what I almost forgot to do? I have my jetpack upgraded. I forgot to pick up my safe. That's the fighter. I also want a max slot S-class fighter. While I was here, I put my safe point here. This is a nice world, in my opinion, to shop for ships. Besides the fact that it's, you know, a prosperous world, I like the visuals. It's a nice snowy world. Oh, by the way, it was announced that No Man's Sky is working on an update, a major, practically.
Type on Omni killed and click on the top hit. Yeah, max slots are good to have.
If I go to YouTube and type and me click on the top video, okay, I'll check that later. But what was I saying? I forget. Oh well. Yeah, I like the snowy worlds. That's why I figured I was gonna be there for a while. But I can come back. I just gotta make sure. Recruitable. It's a freighter. I don't know what's the good. How's the best way of getting a large freighter? Still have a small one with the maximum slot that's possible for a small freighter, which is not that high. So yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. That's my freighter, right? That's my space station. Undiscovered world. I mean, not my station, space station. That's a space station of the system. This is the cold world. And that's another world over there. A frothing planet. I don't think I've ever been on a frothing planet before. Ah, sure, let me just go explore. No Man's Sky is great for exploration, but I wish it had, really? I wish it had more action in space, you know? There's just pirate attacks occasionally and you buy ships in space and that's it. I guess you could be a pirate yourself, but it isn't that profitable. If you want to make money, you just produce stuff. But there's only the one ship. Just shoot it this way. I can kill it in a few seconds with this. There you go.
Is there a world in No Man's Sky?
Is there a void in No Man's Sky? I'm not sure what you mean. You mean like black holes or other stuff? Or by void you mean like a lack of stuff? Yeah, I say there's lack of action in space. I mean, you can mine asteroids, you'll fight pirates, you can be a pirate and attack freighters, but that's not, I don't think that's very profitable. And that's about it. You can fight the Sentinels. The action isn't on when you land on the planets. Of course you could trade as well. You can go from space station to space station and trade. Or land on planets and trade. Oh, look at that. I think I've been on a world with those things there floating. Oh, okay.
If you travel too far, you should meet the void if it is in the game.
Interesting. I haven't traveled that far, admittedly enough, from where I started. Utilities. Okay, there's a trade poster. Winds of Glass? Relax at work. I never heard of a Wind of Glass. Well, look at this. I've never seen this. It's like a bubble world, but... Oh, this looks nice. And the weather's like really nice too. Mature, symmetric, farsighted. What? That's not an animal. Oh wow, maybe it is. Maybe it's a weird ass alien creature. It's bleeding. It's funny how the first time I come back and I land on a planet, a random planet that I decide on, I encounter something I've never seen before, No Man's Sky. Salt deposit. The only species? Let me just... Yeah, I think I discovered all the species.
In a game mobby No Man's Sky there is a community that is called the Fuel Rats.
Is that No Man's Sky really? I know for a fact that in Elite Dangerous, which I should play again actually, now that I think about it. I know in Elite Dangerous there's a community called Fuel Rats where if you run out of fuel they come and try to help you. You have to... You go to their websites and you ask for help. That way you won't die and lose your ship. I never needed it because I got so annoyed buying fuel that I decided to buy a fuel scooper. And I made sure to always go to planets that I can refuel.
Yes.
But my friend, this happened to him once. He ran out of fuel in a big, expensive ship, and a guy in a small ship came and helped him because he jumped to a planet that didn't have. Oh, look at that! That didn't have a scoopable star. Bubble cluster. I don't know what that's for. Actually, I don't think there's another community event for a while. Or maybe I just missed it or something. Because I went to space and ended.
Mission that took 600 hours.
That's crazy. That must have been somewhere. That must have been somewhere away from the bubble, like exploring near the center or something. This is a bubble world, essentially. I've seen bubble walls before, but this one was a bit stranger than the other. What is this world again called? It was something... I forget exactly what it was called. It was called Fading or something, Foggy, or I don't know. I have so much units that I just buy resources. I don't really mine these. I mean, I still mine for carbon though, because some resources you can't buy. You can't seem to buy carbon. But these I can buy. The controls, the only complaint I have of this is that I can't switch the running button, the R3 to L3, because that's where most games have their running button. I don't know what they were thinking of switching it like that, and they don't let you switch it, so. But maybe in the next update, the Beyond update.
The person that needed to be saved tried the world record of going for test enter.
Oh, I see. Into the void. Yeah. I see what you're saying. They were trying to go to the outer edges of the galaxy and then needed help, and they probably didn't play the game for a while until the fuel rats came and saved them. Because if they hadn't saved him, he would have died, and if he would have died, he would have lost all his exploration data. And if that happened, he would have made no money. All that stuff he explored and discovered would be gone, and at the same time, he would respawn next to the last space station he died, or he would respawn in where he actually started the game.
And he failed.
Oh, that sucks. That's a nice, interesting planet, but there's nothing here. It's desolate. The temperature is perfect, and the sentinels are trying to kill you. This is a nice place to build a base. I don't build it because I don't like the desert terrain. It's mostly a desert-like wasteland with bubbles. I prefer garden worlds or snow worlds. Of course, the snow worlds have temperature extremes, while the garden worlds usually have sentinels trying to kill you.
And thankfully the fuel rat saved him.
Ah, that's cool. Did he keep going? Did he keep exploring after? Or did he go home? Really? There's sentinels here? Go away. I think I should change my avatar. I was running around as a Corvex for a while.
Knowingly never vent to the void again.
That's... He should have gone back. I would have gone back or something, right? Sold all that exploration data and taken another risk. I mean, even if you die, you just, okay, you do lose the data, but even if you die, you just lose some insurance money, the percentage of the ship, and that's it. I would have kept exploring. I have to, in fact, I do have No Man's Sky. I have an Anaconda. It's just that I played it a lot when it released on the PlayStation 4. So that was a year and a half ago. I played it a lot, and I stopped playing. So I should probably get back to that one.
YouTube channel URL.
I only played it a little bit. It's not just me, right? Look at this. This looks like it's bleeding. Look at that. Or taking a dump or something, really. It's some kind of creature. And it looks like it's blading to travel. It's really bizarre. I'm not gonna shoot it because I get nothing of it. Go to the other one I haven't explored.
If he went further, it might have taken 1000 hours to save him.
1,000 hours just to save him. I mean, that's actually pretty crazy. It took 600 hours, right? Just to go and save him. I'm thinking there were multiple people trying to save him. So 600 hours, and a person is playing. That's pretty crazy, actually. How many hours would a person put into trying to save this guy? That's like it took months to try to save him, so he couldn't play on that. He couldn't play the game for that long, because otherwise his character would have died. He had to play something else, or played as another. On another save in another account or something. Now that I think about it, that's pretty crazy. Assuming someone has dedicated 6 hours a day. Yeah, they don't ever take pay either. That's the funny part. So assuming someone was exploring to try to save the guy and it was playing 6 hours a day, that's like that's a lot of hours. But let's assume that it would have taken them 100 days to reach the guy. So, being more realistic, right? And let's say the fuel rat was only doing it 2 hours a day. That means that it took almost a year to save the guy. That's crazy. I explored that one. Let's see. I just came from that one. There's another planet here. That one I haven't been to. This is toxic. I actually needed a toxic whatever the hell they're called, the ammonia. You know, this system supposedly is pretty calm. But I'm still getting attacked by pirates. I guess the pirates are weaker, I don't know. That's one down. So another thing, the only weapon that's worth a damn is this shotgun. You know, it's funny, because the first time I used this shotgun, before the next update, it wasn't very effective in my opinion. But it's massively powerful, this thing. Where's my technology? Here, this weapon right here, positron ejector, is massively powerful. This is my shield, S-class shields everywhere.
Got to go now.
Okay, cool. Well, nice talking to you. See you later, or next time. But this positron ejector is massively powerful. It's not even fully upgraded because I could replace this with an S-class, but I don't want to. Because this is just a shuttle. This is not meant for combat. I don't think you even need a fighter ship, to be honest, because if this shuttle can kick ass and there's no greater enemies, then there's really little point. Let me move that here. Pyron. I no longer use tritium to fuel my pulse. I use pyrite, and the reason is this is more efficient, and I need this to make freighter fuel. this and this make freighter fuel. This should be here. This should be here. Bubble cluster. Oh, a rare stabilized glitch. Retrieved from a malfunctioning planet. Safe for rehousing in habitable places. That tells me... Oh, I see. So I can just put it there and it could just a bubble near my base. This tells me that the planet that what I just visited is a malfunctioning planet. I need some condensed carbon like pretty badly. This shouldn't be here. Or this should actually be on the freighter. It's fine. Now, where the hell was I gonna go? I was gonna go to another planet. I visited that one. That's the one that I like to trade in. So this is the one that I'm gonna go back to whenever I want to buy a ship or some kind. I mean, I can go to either planet. Well, the other planet doesn't have a, I don't think, yeah, the other planet that I was just on, which had nothing but bubbles in it, doesn't have a trading station. But this one and the other one does. You know, for a system that's supposedly calm, trivial, the conflict level is trivial, I get attacked by pirates quite a bit. Of course my freighter's here, so I'm getting back up. I see why it's trivial. I only get attacked by 1 or 2 pirates. I've been attacked by 5, maybe 6 at most. That only takes a few seconds. It's like the pirates are delivering me resources. I really don't need the chromatic metal, but then I can sell them, so it's not a problem. Or I can give it to random people who decide to join me. I mean, I have a lot of resources I could just give away, well, you can't really give away units, but you can give away stuff that can produce a lot of units. For example, look at my freighter here. I think, yeah, like these portable reactors, I can give some of these away. Because I can't turn them into anything else. Like, I can't turn them into something that's more valuable. I can create a, what is it called again? I can make stasis devices that produce me a lot of money. And that's how this is why I have almost 1 billion units. That, and I can't find the right ship that I want to buy. Of course, I have a farm, which I'm gonna go back to. But for now, I'm exploring. Ooh, what is that? I wasn't gonna land here, but I saw some resources. Minimum, sentinels are minimum. Okay, that's nanites. What I need is ammonia. Oh, this one has ammonia as a secondary. There's quite a few things I want that I still haven't gotten, like an S-Class multi-tool. I think this is A-Class, the one that I have. Yeah, A-Class 24 slots. I want an S-Class 24 slots. An alien one would be great, but for now I'm keeping this one. This one is good enough. Any more of these? My oxygen is running kind of low. I forget where I put all my oxygen. It's one of the ships. Or my roamer, probably. But yeah, they've announced that they're going to release No Man's Sky Beyond. And that's they actually are gonna add VR support to this game, and I have the PlayStation VR, so I'm definitely playing this in VR. That's gonna be sweet, especially since my VR has a better mic anyway. This is why I use it occasionally. If this mic is having echo issues, I just switch it up. Let's see, fluoride dust. I couldn't run around like this for a while with toxic damage. Okay, what is this? Berry technology. This is fungal cluster. That's artifact. And damaged machinery. I don't need fungal mode. I have a lot of that. What I need is ammonia. And condensed carbon. Oh yeah, this is survival mode. I should have probably mentioned that in the title. Usually I do. I mean, once you know what you're doing, like, survival mode isn't hard. Of course, there is permadeath mode. Now that's a bit... There you have to be careful. A hopping little squid type creature. Of course, I could use the ammonia to charge my hazard protection, but I'm not gonna do that. This world isn't too hostile, and I need the ammonia. It is worth it. At first you don't think it, but it's really worth upgrading the multi-tool for a mining laser. It's not even fully upgraded. I could replace this with S-Class, but it's fine. This is not a multi-tool I'm gonna keep, that's the thing. Even though I did pretty much fully upgrade some things like the scanner. The pulse splitter, let's see, that's a pulse splitter, pulse splitter. I could put another pulse splitter here, or here actually, and I could put another scatter blaster. Oh, my shields will still hold. The scatter blaster. Actually, okay. So the scatter blaster has 3. You can only put 3 types of the same upgrade. This is advanced mining beam, so this is a 3. Those are the 3, and this one I could put another pulse splitter right here. I'll do that later. Let me recharge my hazard protection. Sure, why not? Let me just use this. Actually, I don't know if that was a good idea. Let me see why I have those. I have advanced ion battery. I think that's needed in order to build the equipment, portable, yeah, this. No, those require regular ion batteries. Of course, I could have just gone into my ship. So that was actually a waste of a battery. Again, it's been a while since I played this, so yeah. Let's see what I get here. Nanite clusters. Huh. What is that? Contains dark matter. Oh, that was pure ferrite. I really need pure ferrite. Yes, yes I do. Now, my shields are really heavily upgraded, so I can stay out here in hazardous conditions for a while. When you start the game, it isn't like that, even in normal mode. Oh, this is survival mode. In normal mode, there's resources like sodium and oxygen everywhere, so it's not even an issue. It's just as well that I came to this planet. I didn't need ammonium. And of course, ferrite. Oh, shit. I don't have any phosphorus anymore? I'm surprised. Wow, I used up all my carbon. Look at that big hopping squid over there. Behavior is cheerful, elderly, digs for tubers. These are all different species of the same little hopping squid. I'll take that, but I don't really need it. Let's see what's here. Antimatter housing, that's interesting. Condensed carbon, nice. That just means that I can turn this. Oh, okay, it's on the starship. Still taking toxic damage in the water. See, this is what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Armored clan. Hello. There's a submarine as well, but I can't be bothered to make it here. I'm not gonna stay on this floor for long. Armored clams. Hello. What is this? Abyssal horror? Okay, let me just... Stop moving. There you go. Should I be concerned? Abyssal horror. Oh shit. Whoa, alright, I'm just wasting ammo on you. Probably best that I... stay up here for a little while. Till my shields regenerate. Now, where were you? Where is this hard thing? Here it is. Alright. I don't know what that's for, but I'll take it. Oh, still got the eye, I mean the pearl. That looks like a lot of sodium over there. Interesting that the eye went straight to my horrific sample. The eye is cold, almost frozen to the touch. Nevertheless, it is impossible to escape the feeling it is somehow still alive. Extended exposure is not recommended. Do not stare back into the eye. Do not stare back. Do not stare back. That's funny. But I like how I went directly to my high capacity inventory. It doesn't always do that. You should go here, you here. That's why I didn't pick up any fungal mode. I knew I had a lot. You have to mess around in your inventory a lot here, but it isn't as bad as Fallout 76. Because you're never so overburdened, you walk slow. Yeah. Put that there. Of course, this game is mostly solitary exploration. I mean, you can be joined by people, but there is the community events. I do need carbon. Okay, that's kind of loud. A Venus flytrap. Oh. Doesn't do much damage though. Oh, there's the sodium. Really? Living pearl. Oh, I should just move this.
Toxic protection falling.
Put that there.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic damage detected.
Eventually I will no longer need a farm because even if I wanted to keep getting money, I get plenty from scanning, or a decent amount anyway. The farm was mostly to make money. So once I leave the galaxy and my base disappears, I'm not gonna bother. I could build a farm on the freighter, but I can't. I don't want to deal with that. The freighter freezes as it is, and yeah. I can also send my ships on missions, my frigates. You know what I haven't done? I haven't checked the amount of species I discovered. Look at that. Rare, hidden claws, highly fertile. There's a lot of animals here. Guess I'll put that there.
Toxic damage detected.
How far is my ship?
Toxic damage detected.
Before every planet you landed on, you can scan these crystals again and again. But there'd be no point because it's the same kind of crystal. You don't get like a discovery bonus from it. You just get a little bit of credits from it. They remove that, which is fine. I think I prefer they remove it instead of having to scan it all the time. Because when you see question marks, you just want to scan it. But it's just the same crystal deposit. Mind you, it's sort of the same is true for these plants, but it's a bit different because the plants actually give you quite a bit of units if you have the right upgrades. The crystal thing only gave you 200. 200 units is nothing.
Toxic damage detected. Units received. Toxic damage detected. Technology recharge.
Ah, Star Crasher. What is this? Sodium? No, thank you. Sodium is fine to pick up or to mine occasionally, but not to like use a terrain manipulator to get it. You use up more resources than it's worth. Unless you're in a vehicle. It doesn't often happen. Maybe it's because I switch between controllers. One is charging, the other one I use. Maybe that's having an effect on the controller. I gotta make sure not to constantly have it connected. Storm crystal. In fact, let me just put the navigation data back up here. Put this here, put this there. Put this here. I don't know what this is for. Sometimes these things give you A-class or S-class modules. Or starship fuel. I don't think there's anything much on this world. Communications. I think I've yet to build one of these. I'm not sure what kind of resources they bring back to you. An emergency beacon, distress beacon. Well, I guess I can explore that. How far is it? 2 hours walking. Might as well charge this.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
Really not enough fuel.
Technology recharge.
Most of these are crap. I mean, it's not always. I did find this ship on a distress beacon. The ship that I'm using right now, the one that I use the most, it had the max last. It was a shuttle. I didn't know it had the max lap for a shuttle at the time. But I repaired it and I was like, oh, this is really nice. It's quite expensive to repair. So if you find the ships, you're mostly gonna trade them in. I wish I could sell ships. It'd make things simpler. But if you could sell ships, that'd probably be the best way to make money. Early on, especially. Maybe not later on when you can make the stasis chambers. We'll see what they add with the Beyond update. Because some of these updates, like the Pathfinder next, is like an expansion. It's like a DLC, except it's free, you know. That said, the Pathfinder update was really necessary. They should have had that part of the game to begin with. If they had, they would have been more successful, unless people would have been mad. Because I remember playing this game before the Pathfinder update. It was kind of boring. First it was interesting, but then, yeah. But with the Pathfinder update that made land vehicles, the roamer, the game became a lot more fun, especially the exploration on planets. Of course, they added other stuff to the game as well. Should have gone into space and then charged in, but it's fine. No spaceship crash. Let's see what I get here though. And that's it. That's carbon. Put that there.
What's the purpose of game?
What's the purpose of this game? The purpose of this game is to explore, to... There is a mission, actually. I've been mostly exploring it and ignoring the mission. There's a story here, the path of the Atlas to discover the whole universe story behind it, or the galaxy. Beyond the system. So these primary missions are story based, and of course you encounter an exploring that's more. And yeah, you can build the bases. Oh, there's another species I haven't discovered. Something hit me. Oh, that's what hit me. Yeah. But it's mostly exploring. There's also some fighting in space, but it's limited. And there's sentinels you can fight and creatures. Oh, there's a flying species that I've been ignoring. There's probably two of them. I can tell by the shadow. These look like bats. Oh, god damn it. But yeah, it's mostly a relaxing game about exploring.
Is this PC or PS4?
This is the PS4. I'm on the PS4 Pro. But on the PC, you can play this as well. I don't think there's any difference. It might be that the PC could potentially have better graphics or processing. Maybe the PC is more stable and has more, depending on your PC build, of course, better memory or something. The game has frozen on me, but it only freezes on me if I'm on my frigate, on my freighter, because I have like 30.
Are you excited for VR?
I am excited for the VR. I have the PSVR, so I'm definitely playing this on VR. Though potentially I think the PC VR will probably look better, but the PSVR I already have and it's cheaper, so. Oh god, stop. This is why when I heard about it I was like, oh yeah, I should get back into No Man's Sky. I hadn't played this in 2 months, but then I haven't been playing a lot of games for... I just started gaming again this month. I hadn't gamed at all like on February and most of January. Like a good chunk of January, a good chunk of March, and all of February I hadn't been gaming. Oh god, come on, I should be able to.
I bought this game when announced for VR.
Oh, cool. Did you get the game for PC or PlayStation 4 or Xbox? More than
I
an
just
Xbox.
can't figure it out.
Oh, that's cool. At first it's confusing and you don't know exactly what to do. Just look for resources and repair your ship and try to search for distress beacons. There you can find ships that are...
Same setup you have.
Finally. Ah, cool. There's another species here I haven't discovered. I knew there were 2 flying different species. There are too many flying bat dinghies, whatever they want to call these. You know, this game has multiplayer, so you can just join people. There you go. But in order for you to see other people's avatars, you have to join them in like a team squad. Otherwise, you see random players just as a floating orb.
Call me join.
Hi there, Emil. Sure, you can join. Just follow me.
Thanks for following Sinestack83.
Thanks for the follow, Sin.
Thank you for following email 1234572421145.
Thanks for the follow, Neil. Just add my PSN and then you can join me in co-op. I might have a friend that would join us. It depends on whether he has enough time. I have to message him. He also wanted I kept saying we should play No Man's Sky again. Since we hadn't played it in like 3 months, I think.
PC.
Oh, I'm on the PlayStation 4 actually. PlayStation 4 Pro. Should be in the title. Maybe you can't see it because it's a long title in the stream. Anyway, for those who want to join me, or can join me, I have stuff I can give away if you want. You may not want it because it might make the game a bit easier. You might want to make money the hard way, but if you want, I can give you stuff like a portable reactor that gives you millions of units. As I have spares. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I mean, I already have almost 1 billion units, as you can see. I don't really need more money. As you can see, I have portable reactors here to give away.
New.
You're on the PC? It would be nice if this game was cross-play. But yeah.
PC, yes.
I'm on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, that's the last species I need, I think. I wasn't even trying to find all the species, but there you go. 11 out of 11 found. Discoveries. And I just received a bunch of nanites. Let's auto save. And I'm gonna save it normally. Save points. No, there really is no reason for me to stay here. I swear, the goal was not to discover all the species, but I got lucky, I guess. I was just exploring just for the sake of exploring. But yeah, I probably should go to a different star system now. But yeah, this game is more fun with other players, obviously. I mean, unless you just want to explore solitary exploration. You lost your starting point? Ugh. That sucks. I'm playing this in survival mode, by the way, but I don't think it matters. I think anyone can join me. Because I think what it is, either you'll experience the game in survival mode, or you'll see...
You'll start over.
Yeah. You could always do that. I think all the data, everything you've explored and discovered is uploaded to the server though. So you can start over no problem. Your discoveries will still be discovered.
URL.
Blind. In fact, I'm always open to helping new players. They could just join me, I can give them some stuff, they could buy a better ship. And they'll have the money to buy better multi-tools and ship, so that would help a lot. The only thing is, the modules, they have to do it themselves, because you can't just give people nanites, although I do need nanites anyway. It seems like I have a lot of nanites, but the truth is that the moment I get the S-class ships that I want.
The game at Target for 500.
For $5? Yeah. Because it's kind of an old game, so yeah. The game is the it's funny part is that as time goes by, the games gets better and better because the developers are really supporting this game. It's a shame that they didn't release the game as was promised initially, or they could have promised less and then told people it's a work in progress. So they didn't make as much money as they would have otherwise, but I have to give them credit where credit is due. They have redeemed themselves and definitely added more stuff to this. This game has added more stuff for free than than any other game that I can really think of. Anyway, I think I call my freighter here.
Score and VR is coming.
Yes, and VR is coming. So, okay, right here, I might have an issue. My game may freeze. It might freeze. When I get on my freighter, there's a chance that it freezes. I don't know if they ever fix that. The reason for this is because... This is the reason, because I have a shit ton of... All of these ships are mine. I have a shit ton of frigates. That said, before I even do that, I'm gonna want to go to the space station. I forgot to do that. Actually, you know what? I probably don't even want to go to my freighter because I can teleport directly from the space station to my farm. I'll show you my farm, my base. But I've been playing this game for a while and I've yet to leave the galaxy, even though I can. I should really go to the center.
I'm gonna try to join you.
Okay, cool. You're gonna have to add my PSN, which is the same as my Twitch. This looks different. Quarantine. Interesting. I thought I've already landed here. Apparently I didn't. Because otherwise I would have already talked to all of them. Detection. Trading post. Always try to learn their language. It really is worth it because when you try to hack one of their manufacturing places, it will tell you it's easier to figure out what you have to do in order to get a blueprint. I don't do that much anymore because I have the stasis chamber, but I still have blueprints to discover. You always want to carry around coppers to give to them, to give to the Corvex so you can learn their language. And you need copper to make into chromatic metal, except I don't really need it because the pirates attack me and I kill them and they always give you chromatic metal. Directions is good to have as well. I don't like trying to search the space station for ships to trade because I can't bring my other ships and I don't want to trade this ship in. This ship is this ship I found crashed, but I also have it all decked out as the ship that I've used the most. I mean, I could barter, but I don't see the point. Let me buy something. Let's see what's to buy. I could buy uranium, but I have a lot of uranium, so. Okay, let me add you here. Give me a sec. Oh, I can buy storm crystals? No, wait, this is the storm crystal I have. I can sell that storm crystal. I didn't know I could sell storm crystals for that much. But what do I need it for? Is it just to sell? This is rare. I think this is just for decoration. I'm gonna sell this. Maybe I just move this like this. This should be on my ship.
Technology recharge.
I can make another one of these. Let's see how this works. I think someone might have joined me.
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna die really quick.
Just go to the space station. You joined me pretty quickly, so I'm glad that all the connection is good and no lag, no issues. You should be able to see my avatar when you land on the space station.
I'm already on the man. I did.
Oh, death by hypothermia. Oh, you went to the cold world, didn't you?
Yeah, it just took me here. I just joined you.
Okay. The thing about it is, this is I'm in survival mode, so it's possible that you lose all your stuff when you die. But it's fine. I can give you stuff. I mean, what am I trying?
It's fine, man. I have like 3 hours into this game, and I wanted to get into this game when it first came out, but after the reviews, it was like whatever. And then VR hit, and I was like, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I saw it for $5. I was like, okay.
The next update redeemed this game. Oh, technically the Pathfinder update redeemed it. But then you have little rovers and ground vehicles and stuff like that. Gonna check something here. I gotta make sure there's no echo, because with this mic that I'm using, sometimes there's an echo when I'm streaming and other people have mics. But it's either the mic. It never happens with when I'm using the VR mic, which is a superior mic anyway. Oh, died again. I'll get to you. It's alright, man. When you first play this game, you're gonna die. Just how it is.
No, yeah, I've been trying to figure out, but like when I jumped on your stream and you're like, I'll help, I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, cause I was starting to get frustrated because I joined someone else and I didn't know they would be in orb how you just explained it, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Okay, this is excellent. There's no echo. I just checked. With No Man's Sky, I never have an echo. I don't know what it is. Some games I play Fallout 76 a lot. It's not necessarily a game I can recommend, but I have fun with it because random people just want to join me when I'm streaming. But that game I have echo, so I have to switch mics, but not with this one. It might be due to the game itself. I don't know, man. It's just because it isn't just No Man's. It isn't just Fallout 76. It could be other games. I just it's kind of random. Reassure. Let me just leave here. I like to talk to. You want to talk to all the NPCs? I should really go to you and submit to scan. Because I haven't talked to any of these. Oh, so you still have to repair your ship, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I lost it.
Interesting.
Yeah, for whatever reason, all of a sudden, like, there was a marker.
I wish I could.
So I kept walking to it. And then I didn't realize if you, like, look at it, like, have your crosshairs on it, I didn't realize it tells you how long it to get there. And it was a 9-hour thing, so I was like, well, it can't be, it's probably 9 hours in, like, game time. So I'm walking to this thing. I literally spent like an hour walking to it, and it never went down. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's 9 hours.
I have no idea where I'm going.
It's literally 9 hours. Yes, bro. Yes, it's 9 hours. Man, I wish I could just give you my ship, one of my ships. Seriously, I have like ships that like a ship I don't want that I could just give away. Pretty decent, but it's not worth much, so I don't really care for having it. I'll get to you. I'm gonna give you resources and stuff. But if you have no ship, I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. Actually, I'm not sure how I can take you someplace. If you don't have a ship.
That's cool. I just want to learn, man. I just want to get into it. So, like I said, like I'm pretty sure because like I can make another save file. I'm just ready to probably just start a new thing and get going and repair the ship and.
Yeah. You know what? See, that's the thing, because is the ship on the planet as well? Can you scan for your ship? If it's not there, it is your ship?
On your planet?
On the planet that you're on right now.
I don't think it's here. I landed.
Did you land on your ship, or did you magically appear because you joined me?
I just magically appeared. There was nothing. There's some creatures that started attacking me.
So the issue is going to be Yeah, you really need a ship. You need to do that part first. So I think it's probably best for you to like. Oh damn! I've been attacked by pirates. It's probably best. This is probably for the best. Create a new file, right? I'll join you and help you out there, or just join you to for shits and giggles. And yeah, that's probably the best bet for now.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna back out real quick then.
Hostile ships defeated.
I'm not. It's up to you whether you want to make it on survival or normal. I find that normal is pretty easy. Survival is more entertaining, but of course, if you die, you lose all your stuff that you're carrying on your main inventory, not your high capacity. And there's problems with surviving more often. Actually, I think you already backed away. Just network. Oh yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, like what was I saying? I would advise you to play survival because it doesn't get boring later on. It doesn't seem too easy. But I will give you stuff to improve like your shield and your like hazard protection, and I'll give you resources. That way, the start won't be too hard, and then you'll get used to it. And yeah. Cause the, yeah. Cause I have plenty of stuff to give away because I'm a hoarder. Just like in Fallout 76, I hoard a lot of stuff. Except in this game, it isn't that big of a problem because yeah, you can just build storage units. I think a lot of people just store a lot of stuff in No Man's Sky. It's in Fallout 76 that most people don't hoard the way I do. I don't know what happened to the pirate that was going to attack me. Must have killed it without really paying attention too much. What I'm gonna do... go to the space station here. There, saved. I'm going to exit now. And this right here will be, I guess, the end of part 66 maybe, a solo, but I'll continue playing. I'll just cut the stream. I'll edit this when I upload it to YouTube. And this is going to be a separate one. And this is going to be part, because this is going to be co-op. Join someone's game. There you go. Or perhaps I don't even need to edit it. Maybe I just upload the whole thing. It's the only one. These require updates, upgrades, whatever. But this is the one that I use the most. This is, I only played this one a little bit to experience the new, what was in the next update. I'll probably delete this file. And this is my old survival save. Before next. No, actually I played this in next a little bit. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. But I decided to create a new save because of the issue with backpack limitations, but that's not an issue anymore. They fixed that. I don't think I'll ever go to that save though, because I made more progress in this new survival save in half the time than I did in the other one. Blueprint trader.
Hello.
Hello. I have to go here anyway. Blueprint trader. Yeah, I needed to do something this for a mission. Ghost in the machine. Interesting. But I might have been able to do that in any station. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go to you wherever the hell you are. I don't see if I could figure out exactly. Discovered by Philgam. You entered. This is your new save.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, technically, I guess you didn't necessarily. Oh, look at that! You started in a system discovered by someone else. I've never seen that before. Is your planet also discovered, the one that you're on?
What's that?
Did someone already discover the planet that you started on?
Did I?
No. You look at the planet and it says discovered by someone. I'm curious if.
Oh.
I think there might only be one planet in the system actually. Or just check the discovery. Yeah, there's only one planet in the system, and the system has already been discovered by someone else. I've never seen that before. Usually, the planet you're starting is yours, or I mean, it's not really yours, but you discovered it first. I mean, the funny part is that there are bases everywhere. Like, there's someone else's base here, there's someone else's base there. There's a lot of bases in this. Look at this, there's a base here, there's another base there, and another one there. There's a lot of people have visited this planet. Very interesting. I have no idea where you are, though. I don't.
Yeah, I wonder if I have to like erase all the other files because like the first planet, I never died like this.
Oh yeah, this is survival mode, so you're gonna die more often. I should have mentioned that.
Oh okay.
Because it uses up resources more often. The problem is I don't know where you are. Okay, I said start in survival mode. I know you're new to this because if I give you some stuff, or later on you might find it boring and might want to start from the beginning, and that's a lot of hours sunk to the game. But normal mode is perfectly fine to start in. It's probably recommended to get, to figure out what you're doing. Unless you have someone to help you.
Once I do that, like I can't transfer anything over, right?
Yeah, exactly, and then you might get bored with the game and decide to start fresh in survival. Because the game isn't hard, exactly, that's the thing. Oh god, I wish I could spot wherever the hell you are, but for whatever reason I don't know where you are. You are okay, let's confirm. Go to your press the options, go to your discoveries, right?
Okay.
And the system that you are in is Hofunakab. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hofunakab. That's the system, right?
No. I'm on a planet. My current planet is discovered by me, and it's Emery XL, and
Oh, okay. So essentially, they sent me somewhere else. They didn't send me to the planet you are in. No wonder. I thought it was odd that someone had already discovered the planet you're in. I'm in a hub of some kind of world with a bunch of bases everywhere. And it's only the one world. No wonder. I thought I joined you. Maybe it doesn't let me join you right away. I don't know how this is gonna work. What I'm gonna do, okay, so I'm just gonna land on the space station and try to teleport to the world, the system you're in, because I should be able to teleport to the space station and Of course, I probably haven't discovered the space station, but we'll see how it works out.
Okay.
My advice is to find caves. Usually the planet you're on has
Yeah,
issues.
I found a cave and I'm not dying now, but there's like no nothing.
Yeah, like mine for what do you need? You're gonna need ferrite dust. Those are rocks. You're gonna need that to make some stuff for the ship to repair. You're gonna need, and to your visor and stuff like that. You're gonna need oxygen, carbon. Carbon is just any plants. If you find dioxide, you should have a blueprint in order to make an oxygen chain. What the hell are they called? Let me look at my inventory. Consumables. It's called the life support. Yeah, gel or life support something. Or oxygen capsule. You should be able to make those if you need, but you're better off finding oxygen.
Yeah, I like my scanner thing's not working after 5 minutes there.
My advice is to build a base as soon as possible, because then you can, if you can make a land vehicle, you're golden for exploration. I could talk to these guys, but I'm not gonna bother. Let's see. No base owned? Oh, I can't use a teleporter. This is weird.
I wonder if it's like just started.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they updated so that they put me in some kind of a trader hub here while I wait for you to like leave the planet or something. I think you have to go to your first space station. The thing that's most important, because what's most important is that you repair your ship and you are in your ship, because that way when you join me you'll be in your ship and you can right away go to a space station or something and we can meet up. But it doesn't even give me it didn't even give me an indicator of where you were when you joined me, so it's got to be because you just started. They must have changed that. I've never seen a planet with so many different bases in it. Like, by different players. It's like a hub world. Scatter blaster module A. Interesting, that is pretty powerful. And it was pretty cheap too, only 60 nanites. But the problem is I already have the scatter blaster A class and S class. 18 to damage, what is this? Fire rate. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they purposely did this to prevent someone just joining you at the very beginning and giving you all the resources you need to fix your stuff.
That would make sense. Alright. I have my scanner fixed now.
Remember to hug that cave, but you need oxygen as well. If you stand still, right, you won't use any life support.
Oh, okay.
But don't focus on repairing too much of your own stuff. The ship is the most important one. Because if you die...
See, there's a marker. Yeah, okay, so there's a marker on my ship. So, okay, I'm gonna blow it away.
Oh, I can sell this? Oh, that's nice. How come I never knew about this? I can sell all these modules for nanites. I used to like scrap them for technology. That must be either new or I never bothered to check. Oh God. Oh, that's nice. Oh, they did update this game. There's now I can buy technology modules. I mean, I can make they are now selling blueprints for to create technology modules for your freighter, making them jump longer distance. You get your first freighter for free.
What's that?
A freighter, it's like a well, you know what a freighter is. It's like a capital ship that you can land on and store your other ships. And that's where, like, your command center, where you can send your frigates, which are medium-sized ships, on missions. Anyway, you get that first freighter for free. Ooh, a scanner. I don't need any more scanners.
Alright, and then I repair ship, and now it tells me I need to repair it.
Upgrades of the exosuit to aeration. What? Membrane of the exosuit to harvest oxygen from life support system in the event of a breathing emergency, allowing the user to resurface and seek conventional fuel sources. Oh, interesting. What this is that it uses your life support for oxygen in case. That's interesting. Efficient water jets. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game, so this is nice. Technology improvements. They have upgraded it in the meantime. the first thing you want to do is buy either S-Class scanners or S-Class, actually not even the S-Class scanner, buy the S-Class shields, health, the S-Class shields, and S-Class life support. That's the first thing you want to do. Forget about the scanners, because I'm going to give you, the scanners are good to scan things like plants and animals and gives you a lot of units, but I'm going to give you portable reactors that you can sell for like 4 million each, so you'll be fine for a while.
Okay.
Just buy the,
I just did something,
I think I'll buy this one actually.
Alert received.
Yeah, don't worry about the scanners because you're gonna buy, you're gonna be trading in your multi-tool to get better multi-tools repeatedly. If you get a multi-tool that's like a B or A class that has 24 slots, you keep that for a while until you get like an S class with 24 slots, because 24 slots is the max. Scatter blaster. I don't really need another scatter blaster. Let's see. Thermal protection, no. Underwater. Movement.
Where would I find like the things to repair my ship? Because I need pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly, and
okay, the dihydrogen jelly. Just follow the mission. Just follow the mission waypoint. Like it should tell you what to do. Go to like options. Go to log. And go to it says primary mission. That will pretty much tell you exactly what you have to do. The dihydrogen jelly, they're blue crystals. You mine those, and you can turn them. What did I just do? Interesting. Anyway, like, oh, what the hell was I saying? Yeah, the blue crystals, you can turn them, if you have the blueprint, I'm pretty sure you do, you can turn them into those, the hydrogen, whatever the hell thing you need. The chromatic seal, you'll get the blueprints by doing the initial mission. And what was the other one you need? You need pure ferrite. Pure ferrite, you won't be able, you can find rocks with pure ferrite, but you just mine regular ferrite, and you'll be able to build a refiner, a portable refiner, and turn that into pure ferrite. All you need is carbon. Make sure you have a lot of oxygen and carbon and sodium. You need sodium because that powers your protection.
yeah, I'm about to die because I don't have enough.
Just hug a cave. Just run into a cave if you need it.
Oh, perfect. There's a cave. Okay.
In the meantime, I did buy some stuff. Let me just, where do
I just made it in. Alright, well, let me paint things up.
Freighter, multi-tool, starship. I don't know if they recently added you're able to sell modules back, but if it's been there for a while, I feel like an idiot. Then again, you can decompose it and turn it into technology modules, which you need to repair ships and other stuff. And you get the base resources from dismantling these things. Send this here. For the gek, which are like bird-like creatures that are sort of short, they to learn their language, all you have to do is give them 10 units, which is very easy, very convenient. For the Corvex, the robotic android type species, you need copper. Give them 10 copper, you learn a word from their language, like the gek. But for the Viking, that look like it's a weird look. They look like ants, not exactly ants. They look like a humanoid species that have somewhat of an ant-like face, but sometimes they have horns coming out of it. So sometimes they don't look like ants. They look like something else. It's they're the warrior species. They require a resource called morite. What the hell is it called again? Let me just look at my thing. Mordite. And you get those from either killing species, or sometimes you get it like from plants. Essentially, they're horns. They're horn-like thing roots. Okay, here it says can be specifically cultivated and harvested for mordite root plant. So I guess it's a root plant that animals eat and plants have. So you can, those they require 20. Those are going to be the most annoying one to learn their language. I swear, some of these words I swear I already know, but since you're learning the same words for 3 species, it seems that way. Actually, there's another one. You can also learn the words from the Atlas, and that one's a lot harder to do. But you don't need it much. At least I don't think. See what kind of missions. You can take missions on space stations, but the most profitable ones are from your frigate. Repair damage unit, don't want that. No. No. Fusion core. Scan through little. Okay. I'll take this. It should be easy, and I'll take this. It's a lot of units. Well, technically not really for me, but so it seems like the space stations now are a little different depending on the species. Like this species has plants in the space station, but if the previous space station I was in, it was a Corvex system. There was no plants, which makes sense because they're robots, or I should say sentient androids or something, I don't know. Offer happiness. I don't know what offer happiness means.
So how long have you been playing this game?
I started playing this like 6 months after release, so I knew what I was expecting. And I played it a little bit, kind of got bored, and I played other stuff, and then I came back to it with the Pathfinder update a year later. And it was a lot more fun with the vehicles and with the base. I created a new save, survival, started streaming it, like, and when was this? Let me think. It was last year. Yeah, it was last year in January. And then I stopped playing it for a bit and played other stuff, and then came back to it with the next update. Started streaming it again. Created a new save file as well, because, well, first I created a new save file on normal just to try out to see what's new, to get the basic intro. Then I stopped playing that and went back to my old survival. Then there was an issue with the backpack, that you couldn't get the maximum backpack upgrades because of some legacy save, but they fixed that, so that's no longer an issue. But because of that, I got annoyed and created a new survival and played through that, and I made more progress on that survival save than the previous one in like less than half the time. So I just continued with this one, which is the new survival. And yeah, but this one I made a lot of progress. This one I did double the hours than the other one, but in this one I'm like rich and I have a lot of ships and I have a frigate, and you know, so I'm keeping this one. So essentially, how many I put it? I have like 150 hours in this save.
Oh.
I have 70 hours on my previous survival save, and yeah, my normal save I didn't put many hours. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe less than 10. Maybe, I don't know. You need hermetic seal. I have that. I can buy that now, or I can make it. But of course, it doesn't let me join you. Not only does it not let me join you, it won't even let me teleport to my base to farm stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's like I didn't know this was gonna happen.
I think I'm gonna die again.
You need oxygen, life support.
Yeah, I don't really have much. And now I need, for my laser, what is that, carbon?
If you run out of if your laser is unpowered, you can smack trees around.
Yeah.
You are not alone. You know, traveler. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There's no need to hurry. You will find us when the time is right. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to the base of yours for a while. Good luck. Let the hunt begin. I detected a Corvax installation on that world of yours. The interface... the interference in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be distinguished in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics delight in espionage. I am not robotic. I was born just like you were, but this is no world for flesh. My brain, what organs I have left, everything was transferred to this shell. This is who I am. I took my revenge when the time came. That is all you need to know. So I'll start from the hypothesis that the Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe. We need to submit to them, to summon them. And what better way than to attack a Corvax factory? They are both robotic life forms. Too much in common, too much coincidence. Enter the factory, hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we will have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes on that world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. Oh yeah, the Sentinels. You don't want to mine near a Sentinel. They'll get annoyed. Try to shoot you.
Yeah, I've seen that on my last file.
Someone built a little base here. Apparently you can report bases as offensive, but I don't see how someone can build a base as offensive unless... I don't see how. I guess they build a base near manufacturing? What is this? Gek, war approaches. I command man something warrior. Items are being stockpiled. Storage vaults have been filled by local warriors. There's still space for a metal, but my scanner can't tell which one. Huh. I don't know which. Oh. Oh, nice. Wait, I think I already knew this one. Maybe not. I guessed correctly. A lot of times you're just guessing when it comes to these manufacturing things where you're breaking into them. Got a blueprint from that one. So, well, you know what to scan. When you're scanning, of course, O's are oxygen, C is carbon, N is sodium nitrate.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, the most important thing is that your ship. You also want to put all your resources in your ship that you need for, not the ones you need for like to survive, but the ones you need to repair the ship. Just hug caves and hug your ship. Enough that you can run back to it if necessary. The truth is that your hazard protection isn't going to be that much of an issue. If you find caves and you're near the ship or you're near caves, the oxygen is going to be a problem though. The life support.
Yeah, but there's not much options down here. I found some eggs.
If you find, you know what's a decent way of getting oxygen? If you find any creatures, it's like a hazard. Like there's an exclamation point on it when you're scanning stuff. That tells you it's a hostile creature. You can kill it and it gives you oxygen. Not the ones that are just walking around minding their business. Or like plants that are deemed hostile.
Yeah, I saw like a plant and all you do is destroy it, right?
Yeah. Or it can kill you, but otherwise you just kill it and then you get oxygen. Of course, there's a little red flora. It's kind of a catch-22 because on normal mode they're everywhere. There's oxygen and sodium, but like I said, it gets pretty easy and then you get bored.
Alright, I found those hydrants.
Extreme heat damage detected. Extreme heat damage detected.
But as soon as you can, you want to build a base, because then I will definitely be able to teleport to your base. I don't know if you have to build a portal, but I'm pretty sure I can still teleport it. You just have to continue the game, like do the main stuff that tells you, because there's a tutorial.
Yeah, so I gotta get my starship going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's apparently optional.
Just focus on that, because even if you don't get your base built, you can always join me and then you'll still have your ship. Because your main problem is that you couldn't get on your ship to travel to my frigate or to the space station. Or freighter, that is. But you can land on a frigate as well. Just the point of landing on the frigate is mostly to repair it, that's it.
Launching prepared. Extreme heat damage detected.
Okay, so sometimes the hazardous flora doesn't give you oxygen, sometimes it just gives you purified ferrite. Depends on the hazard.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Okay, so this one does give you oxygen for now. It was just covered by a rock. Let's see how much oxygen it's gonna give me. Not much.
Extreme heat damage detected. Extreme heat damage detected. Extreme heat damage detected. Units received. Extreme heat damage detected.
So yeah, so the moment you repair your ship, just get out of there, go to the space station, then you can join me, as opposed to me joining you, and then I could just give you stuff.
Okay.
Because I got stuff to give, because I have stuff stored. Like, oh, this is nice, I don't need this, but I can give it to a friend.
Extreme heat damage detected. Technology prepared.
Which is actually taking up inventory slots, but considering that you can own multiple ships, it's not much of a big deal. Because I have like a 3 haulers, and those can store a lot of stuff. And you can build storage units in your frigate, and you can build a different type of storage unit in your base. And so, yep. Because I had been previously playing a game, Fallout 76, which I have a habit of looting everything, and the problem is that, you know, storage limitations slows me down, and this isn't that bad. This isn't like that. Oh. Alright, let me just charge my hazard protection.
And they really give you like the minimal right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They give you... The hardest part of the game is the very beginning. I mean, it's easier in normal mode. But like I said, it gets boring later on. There's like a little challenge. In survival mode, it's more sustainable. Like, the hardest part is the very beginning. After that, I mean, I told my friend, yeah, start survival, because for the same reason. So at first he was dying a lot. He was like, oh, what motherfucker. And then once he got his ship repaired, it wasn't an issue for him anymore.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die right now. I can't find more oxygen. Like, I find some, but it's like 9 or 12.
Oh, that is a problem, because when you die, your multi-tool is damaged, and you lose your stuff in your inventory.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to die. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die.
Try to go to your ship and transfer all your stuff there.
I don't even know, like, there's no marker anymore, so how do I put a marker on my ship?
Just scan, like, go to an L2 and just scan for your ship. It should tell you where it is. Might be a problem if you got too far away from your ship.
No, I'm in a cave. Twists and turns.
Oh, you explored the cave. Yeah, that's the problem. The cave is only to go in there to recharge your hazard protection, not to explore it, because there's not much resources in the cave, except for cobalt, which you can turn.
Okay.
You do kind of need cobalt, but not at the moment. That's alright. I mean, I'm gonna keep exploring. I'm on this world that is a hub for whatever reason. I don't know why I'm up here. Maybe it's a waiting place. Like, sorry, your friend just started, so you're gonna be in this hub thing. There's a lot of damaged technology I'm finding everywhere. Died. Death by life support failure. You know, you could also reload, but I think I would have to leave your game. But you can reload, and that way, I mean, it depends on the last time you auto-saved on your ship. You might not want to do that because you might have repaired. I don't know. Depends on.
Oh, okay. So I'm by my ship now.
Yeah, but all the resources you collected, they're gone now.
Yeah.
So just make sure to like hug your ship. Well, what I mean by hug it, you just like make a circular around area where you could run to it quickly because of the extreme temperature. It seems like every time you start the game, right, you're always in an extreme temperature world. It's never like a garden world.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Cause I was like, maybe if I just start another game, maybe it'll be an easier world.
No, it's always like hostile for whatever reason. Always. I've never seen you start in a garden world. Sometimes you start at toxic, sometimes it's heat. Oftentimes it's either toxic or heat, but sometimes it's radiation and sometimes it's cold. The snowy world look nicer because, well, it still looks like Earth-like. You know, like if you're in the Arctic. The the hot worlds can look like deserts, but you know, deserts are. No one really likes deserts.
Yeah, I'm in like a heat, even though it's like dark out.
Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you're in a world where when it's nighttime, it's not as hot, and then the extreme isn't that bad. Sometimes you get unlucky and you're in a world with extreme solar winds. I mean, extreme winds or whatever, like storms.
Yeah, so it's like I have no other option besides to go in the cave.
Yes.
So I won't find like my resources in here then?
Well, you'll find rocks, you'll find ferrite dust, and you'll find cobalt, but that's it. If you want carbon, you have to, well, for carbon, you just shoot any plants. But for oxygen, no, you're gonna have to run around and try to find those little plants that are red on the ground. That said, heat worlds are better than toxic and radiation, and the reason why is because if you find water, if you enter the water, you're no longer hot. But if it's a radioactive world, if you go in the water, the radiation goes up. For whatever reason, water has more radiation than being outside. And toxic still has toxicness in the water. So hot worlds are not bad to start in, if it has to be an extreme world. Let's see, transfer this here. Oh, Oh, I got a drop pod coordinator. That's nice. I don't need it, but I could give it to you. Essentially, drop pods are... You need that to discover something that can increase your backpack capacity.
Okay.
And the first one okay, so the first one you buy, you want like either buy technology or general, but you also have high cargo capacity. Those are expensive, so you want to find those on worlds. So if you find the drop pod, you want to select high capacity, but of course you have to repair it once you find it. And for that you need antimatter. For that you need to continue the tutorial until they give you the blueprint to make antimatter.
Extreme heat damage detected.
So for you, the most important module upgrade is life support and shields. I think I have a spare life support. I know I have a spare shield I can give you. Those never break. I don't think they break, actually. You know, now that I'm not sure because I haven't died on this character. You might have to repair it if you die. I don't know though. I can't be certain. But since no, I don't think you can. I don't think you have to repair them because they're modules. If they were blueprint technologies, then you might have to repair those. But I could be wrong. They could have updated the game, so. Honest to God, I don't even know why I'm in this system. Except that it's a hub world. Could have been a previous system where there was an event here. That's why it looks like a hub world. Funny because I was playing this game and I thought to myself, see, this game would be nice in VR. I mean, the graphics is not so intense that it might be an issue for VR. This would be a good compatible one. This is Elite Dangerous, you could play that. Elite Dangerous has VR but only on the PC. Apparently it has to do with the fact that they can't really get it to be really smooth experience on the PlayStation 4 VR. At least not for the regular PlayStation 4. On the PS4 Pro, they can the minimum they can do the minimum smoothness that is acceptable. But apparently Sony, due to motion sickness and all that, Sony wants the VR to be as smooth as possible. Like they have a minimum standard. The first time I used the VR, I was like, whoa, but I got used to it pretty quickly, and I'm fine with it. Unless I'm playing for like, I get more fatigued using it, but that's after like 2 hours or 3.
I've gotten the cold sweat playing that Rigs game.
Okay, Rigs I never played. It was free for Plus, but no.
I got pretty bad. I had to lay down, and I was like, I don't feel too good. And
I had that issue with what game was it? Let me think. What was the first game I really played on the VR? Well, I tried that the ones with the robots, the one that's free. But that wasn't.
Yeah, the Rig. Yeah, that's.
No, not that one. No, not that one. The one with tiny robots that it's free. Like the game is actually free from PlayStation.
Yeah, you got like Halo gear.
I forget what it is, but
It's like a Mario.
Yes, it's a platformer and it's sort of 3D, and that one is different because that one is obviously a third-person perspective. But after that, I tried. I don't know what it was, but I did play Farpoint. That's the one that I played the most at first. And at first, yeah, I had that motion sickness, and I was walking really slowly. I was like, whoa, whoa, because I didn't want to do the teleport thing, and I was like, whoa, okay, I have to take this really slowly. I was like, oh god. That one I could do for like a half hour or so at first, but then I got so used to it, it was no problem. And then, because I remember playing Resident Evil 7 in VR for like 2 hours, and after 2 hours I get fatigued, but not like motion sickness, just tired. I was playing it standing up, but that's not what it was. It was, I don't think it was just the standing up part. I think it was because I was in it, and yeah, and I don't like doing the teleport thing. I prefer walking. The only other game that I can think of, like after I got a bit used to the VR, now I haven't actually used the VR in a while, so I might get the sickness, a bit of a sickness at first again. But the only other game I can think of was Doom VFR, and that's because you walk really fast. You know, there's the teleporting.
Oh yeah.
But you run like when you're running really fast. And for the first hour I'm fine, but after a while you're like, okay, whoa, let me just take it a bit easy. I wish I could recommend that one, but it's too short, you know. I mean, if you could get.
I have it. I just never opened it.
I mean, if you can buy it for like less than 20, then it's worth it. But it's a short game. You can beat it in. I took my time and I was lost a bit, but it took me about 3 hours to beat it. And that's with taking my time exploring and backtracking because I was kind of lost. That's my main criticism with VR games. They're too short. Except for Resident Evil 7, Farpoint, and Skyrim VR. I'm sure there's others that are longer.
The one game that came with it, Heist. Oh, that game's awesome. I wish that game was longer.
Oh, nice.
Free stocks in ship inventory.
Why am I mining here?
Product constructed.
For this, I need. Oh, darn. Hopefully, I don't freeze. I have so many frigates that occasionally it freezes when I enter my freighter. I mean, they are constantly updating this game, so they may have fixed that, but you might want to limit your frigates to like 20 or something. You can have 50, I think. But I have like about 30, and it's an issue. Cryo pump, superconductor. I did not begin a mission. Really? Wow.
What?
It doesn't even let me scan the universe when I'm in your game. Not yet, anyway. Because you're still in the very beginning, so it doesn't even let me warp. It doesn't let me do anything. That's funny.
Well, man, if you gotta go, I don't blame you. I don't want to keep you. I think we'll be doing this for a while. I honestly have not found much unless I'm just staying alive.
For those who are still watching, as you can see, I have a shit ton of S-class frigates. I receive an invitation. You know, this is probably for the best. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave, right? I'm gonna tell my friend to invite you to the party. We could talk about No Man's Sky and stuff. And
Okay.
that way, I guess I can keep exploring while you do the beginning stuff. I have to leave here.
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right. Let me look at the options here. Network and voice. All right. I will quit out to the main menu. Give me a sec, guys. For those who are still watching, oh, really? It's gonna be an issue with that? Okay, actually, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end it right here, because I have a NAT type issue 3, right? And I'm gonna start the stream again. But yeah. And then I'm gonna invite Sin to the party and we're gonna continue this. Maybe I'll play with a friend. It depends if he's gonna be around or not. Anyway, I'll restart this within a few minutes. For those who are still watching, feel free to follow, or you can wait for me to come back, or both.